Missed a couple of stories, but we're going to get our DSP overtime stuff. I've got some scattershot DSP today. I've got 4 different clips that we're going to get to. One of them is a follow-up to a clip we've already done. And then the other one is a DSP classic. It is the DSP chicken sandwich video. Which is him calling and I think it's him on his show complaining about a chicken sandwich for 8 hours straight. I believe a Burger King chicken sandwich.
All right, that deserves maybe 10, 15 minutes tops.
When I hear from the DSP people who join this show, who become fans of this show, they say, you got to talk about the chicken sandwich. You got to talk about the chicken sandwich. So we booked Review Tech USA on the show for Tuesday. He's going to talk to us about the computer situation. However, one thing he sent me was, you got to talk about the chicken sandwich thing. Because you know how people showed us him masturbating on stream?
The thing I had heard about and always avoided? Thanks for doing that.
And then we decided to go, you know what? Let's finally check that out.
Let's have a nightmare.
Well, now all these DSP people are like, hey, you're our favorite DSP, the guy who shits on him and everything, but because all these other channels just play him, they don't shit on him. Like, you guys are really funny, but you guys are still noobs when it comes to DSP. All right, fair. Check this shit out, and they show us stuff. Like, we found out about him spending allegedly tens of thousands of dollars on WWE Champions, the mobile game.
Mobile games are always not worth money.
Fucking brutal. Really bad. Then we've got the masturbating thing, and recently we were hooked on him for the computer deal because the motherfucker wants a new computer because his is 8 years old. Review Tech offers him a 3 or 5 year old one. He goes, no, I can't take that one. It's 5 years old. It's 3 years newer than yours. It gives you time to save up to buy one. The gimmick is he just wants people to pay him money, and then he'll buy a cheap ass computer, and then he'll pocket the rest. He's a hustler.
Plus,
in my opinion.
I don't know if people, especially Phil here, are aware of this. Computers are interchangeable parts. So
he doesn't want to do that, though. He said he doesn't want to.
Well, then shut up. I mean, like, seriously, I don't want to eat my dinner. Then you're going to starve. All right? So,
that is how you kind of have to treat Dark Side Phil, isn't it? You
like a child?
Like, you'll either eat your meal or you'll go to bed. I don't want you guys to give me a computer. Well, it's cheaper than us giving you money for a computer. You should. This is why that one guy said, oh, dude, you guys ask for money too. Aren't you kind of like DSP? No, this is a great example. First of all, we don't ask you to pay for our shit. We ask you to pay a certain goal, and then we buy our shit. But if we were to ask you for shit, or if we were to mention that we didn't have this thing, and a fan said, can I give it to you? I'd be like, oh, my God, thank you. That's so amazing. Oh, yeah, I just had it lying around. I don't use it.
That's literally how we got our Twitch channel.
Right. Some guy had it.
Some guy made it for us.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, thank you. That's so amazing. Because we don't want the money. We have the goal for the money. The thing is cool. He's like, no, he wants the money. Well, we're going to get to all that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, someone says he berates and harasses his chat. Exactly.
Which is why we do it to him.
Right, instead of being grateful. Like, how many times did I say just today, like, I'm like, this is the shittiest part of the show. I hate this part. Someday we won't have to do this. But for now, this is how we get from here to there.
We never, ever say thank you.
Right, the asking for money part. And we go, God, we just feel like we need to suck your guys' dick because we feel so bad, asking for money. So here's DSP addressing his slave joke. Now, did you hear about the slave joke thing? We put the video up. You're caught up on the slave
I
thing.
know about the slave joke. We got to sell her off into slave trade. Like, Jesus, dude. He was trying to be, like,
edgy
and funny with a game that is very slow and, at that point, kind of a downer.
Right. And not only that, but, like, you can make slave jokes. We do it. We've done it here. They just have to be funny. Phil's not a funny guy. He's not an acerbic guy. He's not an observationist. He's a gamer. Do the gaming. So people are calling him out on this slave joke. He decides to address it on one of his streams.
That never goes wrong.
Do you think that Phil wants to apologize for the joke or say how he can see how people would be upset by it?
The person who blamed black people for not being able to get his money on Juneteenth? No, I don't think he's going to apologize.
That's true. He did. I forgot about that.
So, thank you for joining me today if you're here for that. I'm excited for it, just like I'm sure you guys are. These narrative
Always
things
excited,
are definitely
Phil.
interesting when it comes to the amount of stuff that you can kind of do improv commentary on. Speaking of which, I'm going to very, very briefly not really address something, but I feel like it's worth addressing.
I'm going to very, very briefly not address something, but I feel like it's worth addressing. You just said you weren't going to do that.
I want to start putting DSP quotes on coffee mugs. I want to very briefly address something. I'm not going to address something, but I feel it needs addressing. I want that on a coffee mug so you can drink that in the morning.
I don't want any dressing on my salad, but I want dressing because my salad needs a dressing.
But there's no dressing on
But
it.
there's no dressing.
As you know, I have a large group of scumbags who follow me all over the internet.
Hey! Mr. Scumbag, thank you very much.
We're large.
Hey!
We're large.
What the fuck, bro? Opie knows me.
And try to do as much as they possibly humanly can to slander me, defame me, say things that aren't true about me.
No, we always just play audio of you and then make fun of you. What we do about you cannot be more based in fact, seeing as our source material, Phil, is you.
Also, we're not trying very hard. You make this incredibly easy.
It is. That's why we do it for overtime. It's a
effortless.
nice coast in for the 10 to 10:30 spot.
It's a gimme.
Thanks, guys.
And basically make me look like a horrible human being to as many people as they can all over the internet. Okay? I don't know why at this point.
We have no intention of making you look like a horrible human being. We just want you to look as ridiculous as you are.
We are not the judge or the jury. We're simply a magnifying glass.
We're the
Everything
media.
is you.
Yeah, we're just the press, Phil. We're just reporting.
I really don't see the purpose of their agendas. But that
Nice snort,
I don't see the
bro.
purpose of their agendas. He just sounds like a pig rutting for a mate.
He found a truffle.
I almost want him to be a coke fiend because then it would make sense.
Oh, it's a money truffle. Come on, Philly. Find it for us, Phil. There you go. You got it, boy. You can find him. Find us a
Nick.
truffle.
We found your pig.
Yeah.
He wasn't dead.
We got him. We found a computer. Attaboy, Philly. Good job. That's my computer pig. Tell Nick Cage we found his piggy.
that's what they do. It's just an inevitability at this point. Okay, that's gonna happen. No matter what I say and do, no matter where I say and do it. Like I said, if I cured cancer today, I'd be, told that, I farted when I cured it, and man.
Phil, you're not curing cancer, and you are gonna fart. You
probably
fart out
already
of your
did.
you fart out of your nose every day on stream, just right into the mic.
The smell was just so unbearable, and I should be chastised for it. You know what
You
I'm
have smelly
saying?
farts, Phil?
Like, that's how it is on the internet. So, the other day, I'm doing commentary on this game, and I'm doing my usual style of improv commentary. And
I
it's
love
the
how he
same-
says commentary and not comedy.
Right.
Because he can't admit that what he made was a joke and the joke didn't land.
Right.
So instead of, it's just my commentary on the game.
So your commentary was calling the black girl in the game a slave? It works better if you say it was a shitty joke.
same style of commentary that I've done over the years. It's not any different from anything else that
I've always been an unfunny hack. How dare you guys criticize me for it now? I've always been a dumb, unfunny hunk of shit, you monsters.
The internet just wants to make me look bad at every turn that they can, and I've always made horribly racially insensitive jokes. In bad taste. Oh,
That was a big one, DSP.
Why do you have a slowed down one?
I don't know. Which one do you like better?
Oh, that one sounds like someone unloading in a toilet.
done. All right, everyone knows that I try to do all kinds of things on the cuff. Jokes, dark humor.
Off the cuff.
It's just something I've always done. When I do improv commentary on a game like this, where it's primarily narrative based, okay?
God damn it!
Stop
That wasn't
snorting.
us. That wasn't us.
It's completely off the cuff and unexpected, and sometimes I'll try to purposely say something ridiculous to break the mood up. For example, in this game, you've got hostage situations. You've got people getting...
This motherfucker had all weekend to think of some bullshit as to why he said it. I love how he acts like that's why he said it in the beginning. No, you said it because you thought it was funny. At least stand by that part. You thought it was funny. He's like, I was just trying to break up the monotony. No, that's the reason you came up with after 48 hours of people shitting on you for it.
And still, none of this justifies, again, a tasteless, unhumorless racial joke that you doubled down in after that, too, because he went back to it. He did like a callback of sorts.
Phil, we do racial jokes on this show. We know they can be fun. Yours sucked. We're the perfect judges for it.
Even when they're done right, they're usually very offensive.
Yes.
Shot. Someone commits suicide in the game. It's pretty crazy, or attempt suicide, I guess I should say. It's not clear if it actually worked or not.
Failure.
Would you hit mute when you fucking do that, please? I don't mean the coughing. I mean when he talks.
Honestly, do you even have like is it just plugged into your computer? Like, do you have a mute button?
But the point I'm making here is, this is something that I've always done, and, you know, everyone...
I've always been racist.
Okay? It's only now that people literally will try to make things up to make me look bad.
I didn't make up anything. I literally played your clip and then analyzed it. That's
Nobody made you say, all right, boys, we're selling her off into the slave trade. Yeah. That was all you.
And then like 30 seconds after, go, she's too profitable.
So the thing is, some people have actually called me out and said, you need to address this because people are saying this about you in the last few days in regards to commentary you've done or whatever. No, I don't. I don't actually have to address it at all.
You just did.
I don't have to address it at all. Forget the past 3 minutes.
Phil, these self-owns are a lot of fun. See, people think that the thing about Darkside Phil is just the begging and stuff. And we said a long time ago, I'm not going to just cover him begging for money. Whatever. This stuff is even more interesting.
I'm not going to just cover him begging for money. By the way, the well has not dried up.
It's bullshit, and everyone knows it. Anyone with a fucking brain between these two ears knows what I said because it's on camera.
He does know where his ears are. We can confirm that.
All right. Whoever made this, props to you. But this is the perfect moment. Everyone knows what I said because it's on camera. Play the clip of what he said.
Some of you DSP detractor channels, can I give you some advice? And I got to give big credit to Duty Streams for this. I think Duty Streams has been watching Steel Toe stuff, and he's gone, you know what I need to do? I need to do more commentary.
And get more involved.
On my DSP stuff.
Yeah, he did a live thing. I was watching him on, and I was like, dude, glad you're back. And then he like literally addressed the whole, he had little emotes and things going on.
Yeah.
So no, he's stepping up his game.
So shout out to Duty Streams. I think he's been watching his Steel Toe, and he's been going, you know, hey, I got to do some commentary. There's a lot of meat here on the Phil bone, if you will. And by the way, I'm not like Red Bar. If you want to draw influence from us and do stuff because of us, fucking please do. Absolutely. I mean, if you're like, hey, I was watching Steel Toe and they do a lot of commentary. It looks like fun. I want to jump in on that. Have at it. Appreciate it.
Especially if you'll give me credit.
The more, the merrier.
Camera. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is with the people who don't like me is what they will attempt to do is take what I say and say, well, if you add this guess, this extrapolation, this spin, this assumption, if you add all of this, plus what Phil said, it's terrible. Oh my God.
No, we just call you racist because it's funny.
Dude, that we didn't need to add anything.
No.
You literally said, all right, boys, we're selling her off into the slave trade about a little black girl.
Yes.
We didn't need to add any of that. Thank you, you golden nugget.
Turns out that doesn't need to be based on a true story. That can just be a documentary.
How could Phil have done that? Wait a minute, what? If you add all of this bullshit
Quit it.
to what I said.
Quit.
Or see a doctor. You clearly have a deviated septum.
Yes, you have a problem, Phil.
And what I actually said, you can make assumptions that are horrible. Well, I didn't say any of that, nor is that even in my head.
Beta male. Again, I didn't say any of that clip. We're selling her off into the slave trade.
Selling her off for profits.
I mean, like, sadly, I hate to say it, in the modern day, it's like, you can't even, you can't even deal with just what you actually said and did. You have to deal with what everyone else is assuming you're saying, doing, or thinking.
Phil, that's part of talking into these. Once I say it, it's not mine anymore. It belongs to everybody. Remember where your ears are, Philly. It belongs to everybody else, and they get to interpret it. That's what these things are. We get to entertain people. They get to decide how they're consuming it.
And if you don't like it, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but there are other options.
Dude, this guy draws no enjoy. I don't know why he does this. He doesn't draw any enjoyment from any of it.
Work. He's got to know that this is getting clicks and likes and spread around, and it's growing him a little bit. And God knows he doesn't have anything else going for him.
The only thing that even bums me out a little is when I have to bug you guys for money. That's it. Everything else about this show, like the 5 or 10 minutes we spend asking for money on this show, when you add it all up, The other 4 hours and 20 minutes are the fucking most fun I have all day.
Greatest job ever.
Great.
Even though you didn't do it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're out of your fucking...
Oh, we're talking about the racist joke you made. That you said you weren't addressing 2 minutes ago.
Even though you didn't do it.
Play the
Clip, please.
minds, okay? Like I said, I've always used humor, and in particular, over-the-top, ridiculous, what-if situational humor in games like this.
What if we just saw the little black girl and said, we're selling her to slave trade?
As Brendan Schaub would say, also a big fan of George Carlton, DSP.
I used to do back in the day with The Walking Dead, which was the original Telltale game that put
Oh, God, I shudder to think what he said about Michonne and Tyrone.
games on the map, okay? No one had issue with it, but today in the modern era, now let's do everything we possibly can to make Phil look like a villain on the internet, all right?
You know, DSP really is the modern-day Chappelle. That's his problem. He's just so censored and canceled and everything else. So there's Darkside Phil not addressing the racism controversy.
Yep. For like 5 minutes.
Oh, shit. Yeah, him not addressing it for 5 minutes. He will ban you for asking him to mute himself snorting. He says it's a medical condition that he can do nothing about. You can still mute when you have to do it. Watch. There, I just snorted. You didn't hear it. There, I just said the N-word. You didn't hear a thing. Jay Kramer says Phil's streams are more of a chore. He thinks his viewers are employees. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, I've worked a lot of jobs where at the end of the day, my boss goes, now give me money.
Yeah. Jamal says, if Phil is so mad and the things the detractor channels are untrue, just have them striked for slander. Yeah, he can't do it.
He tries to.
Queen Bee Savage says, is he making money from it? Why stop if it's working? Oh, I get that. It just seems like the rest of it is all just he's getting no joy from it whatsoever. Need Trump says the Steel Toe is the best show out there. Thanks, buddy. Jay Kramer says, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. You want to hear about DSP's super busy life?
Okay.
I clipped this. I don't remember why I clipped this one, so I'll tap out of this one if it sucks.
Darkness says, I'm curious, how don't you have free time? Because there's people who have kids who work 80 hours a week and still find time to do things.
Oh, this. I love, this is becoming one of my favorite DSP type things to watch, is his listeners will ask him just honest questions. Because sometimes he'll contradict himself and the shit doesn't add up.
And
so they'll ask him, they're like, what's up with this? And then he just insults them. Just starts shitting on them.
How the fuck would I know? Am I those people? It's like, Phil, how can you explain something that's unexplainable because you're not those other people and know their entire life schedule? How the fuck would I know? I don't know what they're doing. Here's what I can tell you, all right? I get up in the morning, and immediately I'm off to the races.
That's because you get up at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, I get up in the morning at the crack of noon.
Wait, didn't one time in his stream he said 9 o'clock is early to get up?
I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised.
So you're a bum, Jules.
I'm getting ready for the day. I'm having breakfast. I'm feeding Jasper. I'm spending a little bit of time with my wife as we're both getting ready, usually for our work days.
Okay, translation. I eat a bunch. I slop from some food in my cat's bowl, and my wife and I veg out in front of the TV for a couple hours. I mean, my theory.
Mm-hmm.
I have my coffee. I'm running up to the office. I'm setting up. I'm getting this stuff running.
You don't look like
here.
you run.
Usually, this is the time when I'm trying to read quickly through emails and answer emails and do things behind the scenes.
I love how he describes 5-minute things like they take an hour.
This is usually where I read emails like the one Keemstar sent me with a $50,000 offer, and I said, go fuck yourself.
Because I'm a great businessman. I feed Jasper. That's 30 seconds.
Okay, I am a cripple, and I don't walk very well, and I can feed my cat and go do my show. It's not a big deal, buddy.
Now this cripple guy on Steel Toe's bragging about his cat feeding abilities. I challenge him to a cat feed off.
I can do while I have a chance to do it. Okay? And then I'm off to the stream. And you guys know where I am all stream. Right here.
Yelling at you guys for not giving me money the right way or offering me free shit.
Or jerking off in front of a camera I don't know is live.
Right? With a 10 to 15 minute break. Okay, sometimes 20, 25 minutes, depending.
He takes a 25-minute break in between his stream? Like during his stream, he takes a 25-minute break?
Apparently, he streams on and off.
Yeah.
So if you go to his channel and you look at his streams are literally an hour and a half, 2 hours, stop, come back. Another hour or so, stop, come back. Now, I don't know about the time spacing between episodes, but I will say, like, looking at his channel, if you look at, say, like, within 24-hour period, he's got, like, 9, 10, 11, 12 clips that are all from the same stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're not one segment. It's like you were on for a bit, then you were off, then you were on, then you were off.
And then I'm here again till 4 p.m. Then I'm uploading till like 4:30, 4:45. Then I'm either eating dinner or cooking dinner. I'm cleaning up. That at most between my streams ever, I have maybe 45 minutes to myself because there's so much other shit that I cram between there. Like I said, exercising, shaving.
We can see that you don't do either of those.
And not only that, shaving takes less than 5 minutes. This guy, I feed my cat, I shave. Oh, booty who?
Showering, doing all these
5
other things.
minutes.
That's the little bit of time that I have between streams to do stuff like that. And then right back to stream again. And I'm streaming, you know, I'm in this office between 6:15, 6:30. I'm misclicking here. Between 6:15, 6:30. All right. And whoa, what did I just do?
All right, I'm bored of this clip. Let's go on to the next one. We got more. Refuses to sell his pay pigs anything. Oh, yeah, this one's funny. So people are asking Phil for merch.
Mm-hmm.
He won't do merch. He won't even send people shit for free. This guy is just a complete asshole. He's mean to the people who give him money.
It takes zero effort to go on Teespring and make a t-shirt?
None. I mean, yeah, they're not the greatest t-shirts in the world, but a lot of people use it.
Tough. All right, thank you for the tip. And then $6.72, so $6.72. So if I donate a brand new controller, can you sign me your old one back signed? No.
Well,
you're not going to get me to change my answer. The answer is going to keep being no.
He wants your old controller. First of all, the fact that anyone would want your old signed controller is, I mean, to me, kind of gay. But you can't just send him one. If he buys you a new controller, will you give it?
I literally have a new controller that I bought because my daughter decided that she wanted one. Yeah. So I literally took the worst one I had and I went, boom, Ivy's controller. And then everyone took a step down and I got a new one.
I'm not sending you guys stuff. It's not going to change.
I'm not sending you guys stuff. Give me money.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Phil, will you sell stuff out of your closet? No. Hey, Phil, can you send us stuff? No. Phil, can you set up an eBay account? No. Phil, will you sell stuff online? No. Phil, when you do the marathon in your closet and you find things in there that people might be interested in buying, will you buy it and will you sell it online? No. What if a fan contacts you behind the scenes and want? No.
You know what it is? DSP has the Opie disease where he's so terrified of being trolled and he's so terrified of haters that he won't give anyone anything because he lives in constant fear that they'll use it to humiliate him. Imagine living that way. If you have to worry about something like that, consider what you might be doing to motivate someone to do that. Just think about it. So his whole premise here is, fuck you, pay me.
Yep.
And I ain't giving you shit.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you give $250 in a week to this show, we give you every piece of merch we have. We give you 2 tickets to the quarterly shows we do. We give you a chance to win $100 every month. And when we come out with new merch, we send it to you. Why? Because you give us so much fucking money, we feel bad, and we're like, these people need gifts for giving so much. Phil won't even sign a fucking old controller and send it to somebody.
It would literally only cost him the postage, unless you want to be a complete dick and COD it. But
ew.
Yeah, dude, I know.
No. How many? Okay, let's try this again. No.
Now give me $100 for my day off in tips.
No.
Again,
okay.
The person making these videos, if I may critique, this is a perfect spot. No. In between each one of those, start putting clips of him asking for shit. I need tips so I can have my day off. No. I need money for a new computer. No. Look, you guys, I don't have to explain to you how I spend my money, okay? I'm not beholden to you. No. Just throw those in there. You're so close.
Well, maybe oh, wait a minute. Well,
okay, so he's fucking up his camera.
Let's zoom in on your nice little Nintendo Switch there. Yeah, life is hard for you with 3 different top-of-the-line consoles.
We don't have a lot of time for the chicken sandwich.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how much of the chicken sandwich we can get through with this DSP overtime.
Stream chat just said, well, you paid for shitty food and you got it. No problem here. And this is what some people are actually saying. They're quote tweeting me and saying, well, that's what you get for going to Burger King. Like, wait a minute. No. Okay? Listen.
Are his fans about to set him off because he said he had a bad chicken sandwich at Burger King? You know we've turned discussions like this into 30, 40-minute hilarious segments of us talking about different fast food places.
And how they all suck.
These people talking into these microphones get way too invested in their fucking egos and can't take a lick's worth of shit. Ever. That's the theme of today's show. People who can't take any shit. Adrian, Opie, DSP. This show, we let people talk about my fucking tits for 4 hours if they want to. I don't care. We're having fun. We're doing a show. Even if somebody comes into our chat and shits on us, we just go, bro, everyone else in here is having a great time. So if you're not having fun, you can just go.
You can fuck right the hell off.
Or think of, why am I the only one not having a good time?
First of all, this was not the dollar menu sandwich. This was not, the cheap sandwich. Do you not know how much this costs? I'm not kidding you.
Of your money that you give me?
This sandwich here costs $7. The combos.
See, this is where you're messing it up, Phil. This is where you gotta be. And that's your money I'm spending. You guys gave me that, and I spent that $7 on this shit sandwich. You should all be upset.
Like $9.50. This.
Oh, by the way, they caught him this weekend with WWE Champions Open on his cell phone.
Yep.
I didn't think it was worth dedicating a whole video to.
But it just proves that he's back on the wagon.
We'll put it on this
Or
one,
off the
yeah.
wagon.
So DSP's whales are keeping that WWE champions. What do you get from giving money to those fucking mobile games? It does nothing for you. I remember when I did it for Golf Clash. I did it probably 10 times at like $5, $10
For like
a piece.
balls and clubs?
For balls and clubs. And I was like, this is fucking stupid.
There's literally an app I play all the time. My daughter's really amused with it. She calls it the airplane game. And it's you fly an airplane. Anyways, there's like pay $1 and you don't have to have ads anymore.
Yeah.
I've seen it tons of times. I only play the game with my daughter. I hate the ads.
Yeah.
I haven't paid $1.
Yeah,
fuck it. It's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Sandwich is not inexpensive. This sandwich is more expensive than anything else on the menu at Burger King. It's the most expensive sandwich. And actually, it's more expensive than most sandwiches anywhere else.
You're no fun.
Right? This is not, you went there, and got the cheapest thing, and you got the cheapest thing. No, I got the most expensive thing on the menu. That's number one. Okay? Number two.
Wait,
Phil.
Number one is you got the most expensive thing? That doesn't sound good to people you beg for money. I got the most I don't do this lowbrow Burger King shit with like a fucking cheeseburger, bacon, and some onion rings. No. No, I go top of the line burgers. When I go for food, it's top quality. It's Burger King.
Phil, you had a shitty sandwich. Let's make some jokes about it and move on. He has an easier time making fun of a cartoon black girl than he does the chicken sandwich he ate.
Number two, if you don't ask for a business that screwed up to do better, they will never do better. I just want you guys to understand
fucking
something.
Burger
Why
King.
do you think
I'm going to pause as little
places
as I
like,
can
I
because
hate
we're
to say
running
it,
out of time.
McDonald's have a bad stigma attached to them?
They don't.
Why do you think?
People love
Do you think that the
McDonald's.
corporate entity of McDonald's wants to be known as the place you go to get the cheapest low-grade food?
Yes.
That's literally their business model.
That's been their business model since the 1950s, you fucking ape person.
They have something or had something called the dollar menu.
Right. It's the cheap place for families to get their food.
Of course not. And of course, they don't present themselves like that.
Yes, they do.
Yet, in everyone's mind, everyone knows you go to McDonald's, you spend a few bucks, you get crappy food, who cares? You fill your stomach, you move on.
It's good
Right?
food. I like their cheeseburgers.
Right?
How dare you?
Why are they like that? I'll tell you why. Because everyone just accepts it. Because no one demands better. No one says, we want this business to improve.
He's going on a fucking
We want to
Spartacus
ask
rant over
more
a
from
Burger
this
King
business
sandwich.
Because we want them to have better value. You know what I'm saying? If you
Someone's right.
accept mediocrity, you'll forever be mediocre. And, at least Burger King says right on everything that you get when you buy the food, it says if you have issues, go to this website and complain here. It says right on it, we want your
Jesus.
feedback.
He's unhinged over
We
a
want
chicken
to improve.
sandwich.
So I gave them the feedback. I understand people's points, saying you're not supposed to be expecting gourmet food from a fast food chain. I'm not. I was just
What are
expecting
you going
something
on
edible.
about?
That is not edible. It was like I've explained in the original video a week and a half ago.
Wow.
now. That thing was completely drenched with sauce from top to bottom. You couldn't even grab
I like a good saucy sandwich. What's wrong with this saucy sandwich, Philip?
it without getting covered in sauce. And this was a to-go order. They gave me 3 napkins in the bag for 2 meals. So how am I supposed to eat that without completely covering my body in sauce?
Wait a minute. For 2 meals. Who was the second meal for?
Well, his wife.
But she works during the day.
Fuck.
No, I don't even know if the chicken tasted good because I couldn't get to the chicken. You see? So that just, it's like, to me.
So wait a minute.
if
Not
you don't
only did you spend an inordinate amount of money on this sandwich, you also didn't eat it, making a complete waste of money.
Should we fast forward a little since we're running out of time here?
Yeah.
See if he...
sandwich. That doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Because if you don't demand better, you will never get it.
Oh, so he's just
Right?
repeating himself.
You'll never get it. You have to ask for more.
People are writing in the chat, play the game, bro. People just don't want to hear him bitch about his... Fuck. I'm going to fast forward another 2 minutes.
in your life. Ever.
Dress as the Burger King for Halloween.
Okay? So that's my take. And
When
you can
does the
disagree. And you
stream
can call me
start?
a Karen or whatever. Go ahead. But this has been an ongoing thing for like a week and a half. It's been a meme on my streams. And now that the freaking tweet is blowing up, it's pretty funny.
It's funny that you look like
I
a
don't-
whiny Karen.
It's still going, by the way.
Karen
like, it's not
Burnell.
slowing down at all.
This is as bad as the dudes being like, "Hey, we're just trying to interview people. You want to talk?"
Yeah, this is
No.
like the guy we were watching earlier today. He's just fucking
Oh,
terrible.
God. Some people are just saying, oh, that is so nasty. The things they're saying about this.
You guys have built
sandwich.
up this
Oh,
chicken sandwich thing
disgusting.
for me like I was going to love it. This is boring as fuck.
Nice dead air, Phil.
Yeah, nice
See,
dinner.
some people, oh, what's the problem? This is what fast food is. Are you out of your mind?
No, they're being reasonable.
Seriously. Are
It's
you out
called
of
fast
your
food. They
fucking
make it
mind?
as fast as
Yeah.
they can.
You should not be accepting this. Really. You should not be accepting this as acceptable product. These people are crazy. And then
Well,
other
Joe,
people are like,
it's,
oh, that's disgusting.
You're right, Phil. They're unhinged.
Well, Phil, why don't we see you work in a fast food joint for a day? Let's see how
Yeah.
good the burgers that you put together are and how well you keep up with the demand at rush hour.
All right. Well, there's the... I got to be honest. To the DSP people who clued me in on that,
It's
not really.
It's Phil going off about a chicken sandwich.
that wasn't very good.